Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we will be discussing a build or bust type video. The nature of this kind of video is we give a character in Lookism a different kind of ability, and in today's video we will be giving Vasco Judo and seeing how he will stack up and how his fights in Lookism may have turned out differently if he applied Judo. And before we get into the video, I just want to briefly mention the last Lookism chapter. Now, for chapter 510 for me was an amazing chapter, and the only reason I'm mentioning it, because I don't normally mention chapters, is because I'm a huge Johan fanboy. So the fact that Johan, listen, it's not confirmed, but destroyed gun, spoilers by the way, was amazing. So yeah, just wanted to get that out there. And last thing is, I just want to mention the Discord server again, because I want to grow a community. So if you guys have the time, just check the description and there'll be a link in there for the Discord. Now, getting into the contents of the video. We will look at the impact of Judo and how it may heighten Vasco's Muay Thai abilities. Training Judo would enhance Vasco's clinch game for one, and dominance in these clinch scenarios, because it teaches techniques like off-balancing, which may in turn set him up for strikes and throws. Judo would also enhance his balance and footwork, putting emphasis on movement and efficiency. This may allow Vasco to also evade more strikes, taking less damage. Now we'll go into detail on what moves Judo has and why they would be helpful. Judo is helpful in regard to takedown defense especially, because it's valuable in teaching Vasco to avoid takedowns and throws. Judo also teaches throws, allowing Vasco to have more weapons in his arsenal, such as overhead throws or even more knowledge on a basic sweep. Even generally, Judo would improve Vasco's already insane physique through involving gripping, lifting and throwing, building his upper body and core. Now, with reference to other characters who show how effective Judo can be, being Vinjin, Mary and Songchi, it's led them to achieve many great feats as well, and this can be seen in the Chongliang arc, where these people, or Vinjin, Mary and Songchi, utilize these skills to compete with the top tiers. This is clear when their Chongliang fam deal with the Yamazakis and Teijin and destroy them. Now, moving back to early Lookism and how Judo may have helped him. In early Lookism, Vasco was basically the strongest of the second generation, so he didn't really need Judo. But if we look to a fight that he potentially struggled in, we can look at his fight against Jingjiang. So, his fight against the legendary Analyzer. Having Judo would allow Vasco to be more vigilant through providing him with more efficient footwork. This may allow him to avoid Jingjiang's tricks and win the fight with less damage, while also making himself more unpredictable and integrating throws into his fighting style. Now, if we apply this logic further to a more recent fight, or two more recent fights, first off we can look at Vasco against Eli Zhang in the first affiliate. In this fight, using Judo, the gap between the two would be even larger. This is because the efficiency and strength gained by training Judo would directly counter Eli's animalistic instinct fighting style, capitalizing on his wasted movements, while his ability to off-balance Eli would tire the latter out quicker, putting an end to the fight. While defensively speaking, Vasco's new and improved core/upper body would allow him to easier withstand the attacks coming from Eli's batons and animalistic instinct fighting style. And finally, taking this a step further, when combined with his Rodez high mode, which he got by training with Brekdak, this fight will become a massacre. And if we're going to an even more recent fight, then we can look at his fight against Gun Park in the most recent and currently airing Hunt for Gun arc. This may allow him, Judo may allow him to have a more strong lower and upper body. I know I already mentioned the upper body, but it was also great for the lower body because it involves lots of weight training, which generally makes the body a lot more stable. So this could be helpful when we compare it to the scene. I don't know if you guys remember when their Gun and Vasco do like the knee clash and Vasco's knee gets absolutely obliterated. I think training Judo would make him have a lot stronger knee and potentially allow him to hit Gun in that situation. If we think about this on a more larger scale, that may allow Vasco to have dealt more damage to Gun and in turn made it even easier for Johan, the GOAT, to destroy Gun. And for this video to be complete, it's only right if we show how effective in the real world Judo and Muay Thai would be through looking at MMA's or UFC. An example of this in the real world can be seen through Jagad Musasi, who uses a blend of Judo and Muay Thai to achieve major success. This is evident through his fight against Thiago Santos and Lyoto Machida. And I just want to say on a final note that Judo is an extremely strong martial art. I mean, just look back at the video I made on the strength of Judo before. It's strong in Lookism, it's strong in the real world, completely overlooked, and more people should train it. I mean, people will like say it's worse in comparison to other martial arts like American wrestling, but American wrestling only looks so good because so many people trade it, and the people who trade it, the ones that you see, are the great ones. There are such little amount of judokas now outside of Japan, so it's important that we breathe a bit of life into this old martial art. Now, as I just said, and I read it this time, that is it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great week. Join the Discord server. Peace.